Good morning. Today our devotion comes from Matthew chapter 5. This is the beginning of the Sermon on the Mount. It covers chapters 5, 6, and 7. Years ago I memorized Matthew 5, 6, and 7. Told the church I would be preaching the best sermon they ever heard. If they came back next week, a few people worried I was becoming prideful, but all I did was stand up and quote word for word the Sermon on the Mount, and it took about 27 minutes. Today we'll just look at the beginning of chapter 5. The Sermon on the Mount starts with the Beatitudes. Jesus says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Each time you see the word blessed, it is the word makarios in the Greek, which literally means be happy. We could call these the be happy attitudes. Next he says, "Blessed or happy are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." You're hurting, you're mourning, you grieve something right now. Ours is a God who gives comfort. Next he says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." Now, meekness does not mean weakness. The word in the Greek actually was a word used to describe a horse that had been broken. The horse had all the strength it had ever had, but now that strength was under the control of its master. That's meekness. It's strength under control. And Jesus is our master. Next he says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be satisfied." Are you satisfied with your life? If you're not, maybe it's because you've been hungering and thirsting after all of the wrong things. People chase and pursue so many different things in this world and end up feeling empty and wonder why. And the reason is because we have a God-shaped void inside of us that only Jesus Christ can fill. When you hunger for Him, you'll find the satisfaction you've been looking for. Next he says, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." We love to receive mercy, but do you give it? Next he says, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." Our hearts are made pure because of the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross. And when you are forgiven, you are made pure. And one day, the Bible says in Revelation 22, verse 3, we shall see God and behold Him face to face. Next he tells us, "Blessed are the peacemakers. They shall be called children of God." Are you a peacemaker? Then he says, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Blessed are those blessed are you when men cast insults at you and accuse you of all kinds of things falsely on account of me. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. Sometimes life is not fair. Sometimes we get persecuted because of our faith, but always remember, there's more to life than this life, and you will have a reward waiting for you in heaven. Next, he talks about how we're the salt of the earth. Then he says, "We're the light of the world. You are the light of the world. A city set upon a hill cannot be hidden, nor do men light a lamp and put it under a bowl, but on the stand, that it may give light to all those who are in the house." When I go to Israel, I like to bring back some kind of antiquity, and I have a collection of pottery, different pottery. I have this point off of a spear. All of these date back 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years old. I wanted to show you what a lamp looks like. These lamps, as I said, are a couple thousand years old. You would put the oil in here, and the wick would come out of here. And so the lamps, and this is how they would light their house, these would be placed upon a stand. So when Jesus says no one takes a lamp and puts it under a bowl, that would be foolish. Why would you cover up your light? Instead, he says, you put it on a lampstand. And here's the application. "Let your light shine before men in such a way that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven." Don't you know we live in a very dark world? We live in a world that can use your light. Don't hide your light. Don't hide your testimony. Be proud of who you are in Jesus Christ. Share the good news that you have found in Jesus. Share it every chance you get. Shine the light that you have in this very dark world, because people all around us need Jesus. I hope you have a wonderful day. Read the rest of the chapter and every chapter after, and you'll get your devotion every day if you have subscribed. God bless.